because I want you to go back and think of the places that we're not supposed to have organisms. I know we're not supposed to have organisms growing in the heart or the bloodstream because you'd be septic. But we don't want organisms getting their way onto brain tissue or the cerebral spinal fluid. So neurosurgeries typically take place in laminar flow rooms. Not always, it's whenever it's available. Any other surgeries? And can you name another place where organisms could grow but we would never want them to grow there? Sorry?
The kidneys? The heart?
Bone marrow. So joint replacement. So like at CMH, when they do all the joint replacements at CMH, they use a laminar flow room, or at Henry Mayo they use a laminar flow room for especially hip and knee replacements, because you do have exposed bone marrow. So they really want the room terminally cleaned and then a high filtration rate in that room. So here's some additional things I want you to write on this piece of paper. This is contemporary. We should be talking about it now. I talked about it the other day. I'm going to put it on your exam. Ready? Those are two types of filters. You can put these filters into a mask, or you can put these filters into a mask and face shield. Either way, it's the same type of filter. This 95 means that it does it with 95% efficiency. The 100 means it does it with 100% efficiency. But I want to remind you that it's still only down to 0.3 microns. And you know that many viruses are smaller than that. What does the N stand for? This is going to be on your exam. N means non-oil resistant, which means that once particles come into contact with petroleum or oil, they can't be filtered out using this filter. The filter becomes incompetent when you're breathing in petroleum-based substances that are in the environment. So therefore, if you want an even, and by the way, the difference, everybody's going to say, oh, why not do the 100s? And why would I stick around with 95? We just go up to 100. Because the N100s actually have a shelf life, and then you have to dispose of them. The N95s do not have a shelf life. So an N95 filter can be kept for 50 or 100 years. But an N100 filter, you have to throw it away every 5 years, whether it was used or not. I mean, if it's used, you throw it away. If it hasn't been used, you have to throw it away. So that becomes expensive. So therefore, if you want the oil-resistant type, there's an R95 and an R100. And these are oil resistant. Okay?
Are those really expensive?
Yes, very expensive. Next, we're going to move to something else.